Hey, how are you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing good. I heard that you might be going through some rough times, and well, I wanted to try to relax you a little bit. So, I brought a few things for that. But I also just hope that we can talk a little about it, you know? So, So, how are you feeling? Okay. Not too good, not too bad. Well, let me introduce you to a few nice things. Isn't it just wonderful? Trust me. Colder outside. So what has been troubling you so much? Why are you so stressed? Okay. Is that right? You can relax with me. You can taste. There we go. So, let me hear a little further into it. What's troubling you? Okay. You seem to be under a lot of stress lately. Yes. You know, stress is in itself a terrible, terrible thing, you know. And all we really can do about it is, if we have a lot to do or something like that, the only thing that we can really do is to just think of stress in another way. I know from myself that that can be tough, dependent on what it is, what the situation is. There has actually been research leading to that. If you think about stress in another way, it's a lot less damaging to you. And, you know, maybe it's not all that bad to think of it like that, because what the study showed was that if you think about stresses in a helpful way to help you get through the situation that you're either in or encountering, you don't really get damaged. Of course, you will still feel like you have a lot to do, but if the research is true, you shouldn't. if the research is true, you shouldn't feel stressed or feel any negative things about it. So, when you're under a lot of stress, you will typically, well, that's my experience, lose some self-control. But what made you this stressed? Okay. Have you talked with anybody about it? Family? Or someone? I know it can be hard to hear, but maybe you should consider going to a psychologist for some advice on how to get over it. It's not always a nice world out there, you know, so sometimes it can be nice to have someone to go to and talk to, like I'm talking to you now. But I do understand. It's not nice to be where you are. I wish I could help you in a more physical way, but you know, I sadly also have mine to take care of, so it's a little hard. But I mean, I can help you. I'll be there when you need me the most, which is now. I'm here. We're talking. And I hope that they can be appreciated. Because they say that words are said in the right tone. Words are amazing elements of calmness. It can be calming to hear someone else, someone that might have a different perspective of life. And you know, maybe, just maybe, will work out for you. So I took this one and thought I would share how nice it can be with you. I wish to be there more for you. But I fear that I probably cannot. Which is a big shame. Unfortunately, reality, we all gotta create our own ways of relaxing and thinking. And we're young. Well, sort of young. It's not that, you know, time matters. You have to try to get something done, so maybe the fact of you being stressed is not too bad. I mean, of course, it would be nicer if could relax, but sometimes it also just feels good to get a whole lot done. I can't be the only one thinking that. This is not necessarily such a bad thing. It can be. It depends on how you look at it, I find. That stress can also, from time to time, be good. Maybe not literally good. Yeah, no. Life is tough in general. There are people who do stuff but can't for one reason or the other. And there are breakups, things like that. And there are people who don't understand us, people who want to hurt us. And it's just really important to not keep track of those. Don't keep track of the dark hours. Keep track of the good ones. The ones that matters. The dark hours don't matter. A quote says, and that's true, you should only count the bright hours. Sadly, from time to time, those bright hours can be the hardest ones to remember, and the dark hours can be tough to forget. I don't know if it's a skill to only count the bright hours as meaningful hours, or it's purely a state of mind, maybe. Maybe it's just a work of fiction. I have almost chosen to only count the good hours. Maybe you should also. And frankly, it's not easy. Not always. But you can choose to see those dark hours as help and tools to not hit those problems again. That said, obviously there are some that you can't prevent from happening. And those are the ones that you just have to attempt to forget. Try to move past. But not very realistic to be happy all the time. Not at all. It depends on so many things. Whether you are happy or sad or lonely or whatever it might be, can be very, very tough to get a somewhat healthy state of mind. But that's also why I want to help you. I want to help you to get to that relaxing and fulfilling part of the life faster, you know? Sometimes you also just gotta sleep on it. Sometimes it doesn't always help. Sometimes you just need to stop what you're doing and just relax, you know? After a tough day of work, maybe instead of cutting the lawn, maybe go out with your kids if you have some, or if not, then your boyfriend, girlfriend, or a friend, maybe be the best one, maybe some family or whatever person might have time, and go out with them and watch a movie or something as simple as go for a walk, maybe. You're not alone. You're never alone. There will always be people that will be ready to help you in one or another way. It might not be the help that you're currently looking for, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give you this tiny, tiny, tiny bit of understanding that nobody else at this time have had time to give you. And that's really the only reason I'm here. It's so important that you don't forget the ones that matters. And you always have to set priorities. What's most important? Because maybe your job isn't that important. Maybe your daily doings at home aren't so important this day or another day. Maybe just take some time and allow yourself to just eat that candy or take that soda. Well, this is gonna directly cause your death. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but it's I'm sure you get where I'm headed. That sometimes it's okay to be sad. Sometimes it's okay to feel alone, because frankly, I think we all have tried, or are gonna try, depending on your age, to feel alone, to feel sad, and to feel this empty feeling of something not being right or something that could be better. But sometimes, the solution is just not that easy to grab. Sometimes you need to go a little further to grab onto it, and sometimes you actually need to push it away to get time for you. It can be difficult. It can certainly be difficult. Very difficult. Well, what's the time? Okay. I need to catch a train. I really, really hope that you enjoyed this little talk between you and me, and I hope that we can take this kind of talk again. Maybe one day when I'm feeling down or something. Because, I also sometimes need a friend. This time it was you that needed someone. And someone you got. Yeah. I'd love to be your friend. And to be there for you. Right now, my train is leaving. So, see ya. I trust that you'll get better soon.